What is the meaning of life? How do I live a full life? Well, old subjectivists like old philosopher Descartes will tell you that everything is in your mind and that living a fulfilling life is about strengthening your mind. If you're Gandhi, then you'd say that the answer to good, sustainable, healthy life is not mental or physical, but spiritual. He says that the purpose of life is to live rightly, to think rightly, and to act rightly. Okay, well, let's go to the Christian faith. They must know something about living a life full of wellness and meaningfulness. Well, in Ecclesiastes, chapters 1 through 2, the book explores the story of a man who tries to find happiness and fulfillment through hard labor and enjoying the rewards of high profits. And then he tried seeking all the knowledge and wisdom he could muster from the world. So, what is the answer? What is the best way to live a healthy and meaningful life? Well, I'm sure you won't be surprised that it's all of it. Of course, it's all of it. No one thing is more important than the other. You should be conscious and have constant adherence to not only your physical, but your emotional and spiritual wellness as well. But it's easier said than done. It's easier to picture me working out my physical body. I can go to the gym and get stronger. But what isn't obvious and what isn't made obvious to us is that we also, the same way that we work out our physical body at the gym through exercise, we have to work out our emotional state of mind and our spirituality the same way as a muscle works, because they're all important. Imagine a train that's running through a valley. The body of the train and the strength of all the gears and the wheels is crucial and is very important, but it's not the most important. Imagine the coal being poured into the engine, the heart and the cornerstone of this entire vehicle. That's very crucial, but it's not the most important. Imagine the spirit of this train embodied by the people working throughout it, the conductor and the man shoveling in the coal, and everyone working together to all make it run smoothly. That is also crucial. But it all takes constant work to build up the strength in those sections of your body, of your mind, of your spirituality, and of your physical muscles. Our legs and our arms are the same size when we are born, yet our legs are massive in comparison later in our lives. This is because we are always working our legs much, much, much more than we are working our arm muscles. But we also have these so-called muscles in our emotional state of mind as well. Dopamine is a chemical produced in the brain that gives the user a sense of accomplishment. Now, dopamine can be found in many natural things in life, but they can also be found in vices such as drugs, sex, shopping, alcohol, and many others. Now, all these vices can be avenues for that dopamine. And in neuroscience, it states that your brain has these sort of tethers that connect objects in the real world to your mind and to your memory. So, many who have no other avenue for any dopamine keep using their vice as their supply for dopamine, and they keep building and adding strength to this tether of their mind onto this object that will give them this sense of accomplishment, this dopamine. And the stronger and more secure that device comes, it is increasingly harder and harder to remove that and add a different avenue for that dopamine to enter one's life. And back to what Gandhi said. It's important to constantly train your spirituality as well. Gautama Buddha said that we are what we think. All that we are arises with our thoughts. Meaning If someone is hard on themselves, then with every coming situation, they will always lean on that disbelief of themselves to complete a situation. And with every single failure, they will add to that disbelief in themselves until that negative section of your spirituality is so strong, it will direct your life completely. Someone who is a compulsive liar usually can't trust others because that lying muscle is used so often. The key to living a fulfilling life of wellness is that one must put their general focus and attention equally on physical, emotional, and psychological or spiritual attributes of themselves daily.